Okay, here we are, everyone. Because today we have a full house. Everyone is in tow. So I'm very excited to see this. Last couple sessions, we've had people miss out here and there, and we've had a little bit of a break too. But I want to kick it off. We don't have as much time today for this session, but I hope that we'll still have fun and we'll see how it goes. So, with that being said, we had a big battle the previous session. Pan's character, Samad's character, Pan, he was fortunately was not able to attend the session right afterwards. So for the sake of this, he was keeping watch while the other characters, all the other PCs, were going about their business. And so at this point, I will turn it over to someone to go ahead and just give us a breakdown of what happened last time.
I guess I will proceed on. So, once we finished the previous battle, we spoke with the Prime Minister. She is admitting that she's losing the battle for peace. The other administrators and are asking for something to be done, if not rounding up the Tieflings, but something needs to be done. Even the people are carrying out attacks on the Tiefling, regardless of whether they're part of the resistance or if they're the ones that are trying to maintain the balance. We advised her that we were suspicious of Bodhi, kind of some of the stuff that he we had basically told her, hey, he's not to be trusted, but she, without proof, really doesn't can't really do anything about him because he has been a long time protector for the administration. There's a threat of martial law being put into action. She recommended us to go to the Bureau of Information to try and get some additional advice. We've gone to see the Chimera, the one that was actually not being as aggressive to us during the battle. We managed to get past the guards with some persuasion. Ori charmed the guards and basically talked the lead guard into letting us into the area where they were disposing of the Chimera. We were attacked by some acidic goo, which we did manage to put out. Unfortunately, there was also a aggressive Chimera in there, which helped kick my butt quite a bit. But we did manage to get the good Chimera, but it is injured. It has a large gash on the side. I think I did attempt to try and heal the Chimera a little bit, but we're basically, at this point, we're going to have to sneak the Chimera out past the guards.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Megan. Did anybody want to add anything to that? Rachel or Sean?
I think one of our ideas was to go to Ori's family's house, not only to, check and see if her mom is alive or okay, but also Ori has 4 siblings, so they have 5 rooms to potentially nap in, and I know we need that, so part of the plan.
Very cool. All right. Sean, do you want to add anything on top of that?
No, I think I got it.
Okay, good. All right. Well, here, let's kick it off. So I will put you guys at the guard cage. Here we go. And still technical difficulties. I don't know what's up with the sound, so I'm not going to have audio. I wish I could have it. But for the sake of this, we're not having it right now. At this point, there's a certain quiet in the guard cage. The Chimera is very weak. She's been bleeding out. Remind me the Chimera's name again, Rachel. I know you had a great one.
Oh God, what was it? Oh man, I told y'all, right?
Yeah, you did tell us, and I'm like totally blanking on it. If you remember, go ahead. Let me know.
Megan, you remember?
No, I said I suck with names. I'm not going to remember.
Oh,
Okay. I'll let you think. I'll let you think about it. But at this point, the Chimera is very weak. Oh, go ahead.
Good with cards.
Wait, say that again?
Ori's very good at identifying male and female chimera.
Oh, that's right. You're an expert at chimera genitalia, if I remember correctly.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
It's a trait that I didn't know Ori would have, but she has it.
But unfortunately, this chimera, she's been weakened. You see a huge gash on her side. She's hobbling as she tries to move. There's a quiet now within the cage. It seems like there's no other moving creatures that are making their way towards you or around you, save for smatterings of crickets and roaches and rats going about. Now, you guys, it's all blocked off, save for the entrance that you came in. You can hear some quiet mutterings outside, but it's hard to gather what they're saying since you are kind of a distance away. But at this point, the chimera's nudging towards you slowly, looking wantonly at you, just kind of wondering what's going on. And Pan, at this point, you are still outside. However, you will be coming back soon, and I'll let you know when. Okay?
All right.
Okay, so I'll let you guys go ahead and discuss. What do you guys want to do?
First of all, I think I want to name her Chimeriana Grande. I think that is, I don't know what I put last time, but I think Chimeriana Grande is a good one.
Okay.
Also, I would like to go just see what I can see, like at the edge over here, like where the, I guess, bars are, but there's I'm sure a small hallway. Like, what can I see from over there?
As you get towards that hallway, that's the entrance that you came in through. When you went past the gate, there was a long, dark hallway. It was a bit musty and not too cramped, but it was kind of low hanging or so. And you see a spotlight, not a spotlight. You see a little bit of light, daylight, coming from the entrance that you came into.
So I know that that's a surefire way to get to the surface. And there's this thing in the middle with what looks like a fan that could chop you up into little pieces at the very bottom.
That would be correct.
Mm-hmm. Not be keen on that section.
I think the only way back was through the door to past the guards. Anything in the back isn't a door; it's just a wall.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I think are
We
there
discussed
any
yesterday some options, I think, but
Mhm.
I forgot what we decided on how we were going to exit.
I think at the front were we gonna have Chimeriana eat the guards?
No, we were
Oh.
going to do pass without a trace. I mean, we're not going to do
Mhm.
the entire team, but I'm definitely going to do it on the giant chimera.
And I guess he's
Yeah.
still technically charmed by me. So I could kind of, hey man, what up? Try to get us past whoever's not passed without a trace.
More than likely, we're just going to do the chimera. We're going to know it's there.
Mhm.
So that shouldn't be an issue because the pass without a trace would be a pass like most stealth checks and things like that. But we'll see what happens, and it leaves behind. So, but
Okay.
you don't want to go miss. Like, oh, where'd your friend go? Well, I guess we could say, hey, can you come help get our friend out of the pit? She's, we got the other chimeras are gone. Oh, that would be something.
Oh, there could be.
And
We
we
could do
even,
the guys. The chimeras are gone.
well, no, then they'll be like, oh, they must have gotten eaten by the goo. I think it's
We
more
could be
like,
like, guys, we saw the goo, but there are no chimeras. The goo's not doing anything. What's up with that? You told us chimeras were in here. Be like, shit, what? Open the door.
the involves the chimeras, so they'll be like, oh, the goo must have already handled the chimeras. So I would think
Maybe
like,
something else is in
the chimeras are gone, but can you come help our friend who you don't see?
That's
Get
fair.
out of the
I
pit.
feel I remember them saying at the end, like, we can't promise that you'll live, good luck, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. So I don't know if they'll come help.
All right, then let's just try sneaking past and just see what happens.
They locked a door behind us, so we have to get it unlocked.
Yeah, so we'll just go and say, "Hey, the chimeras are gone. We're done. Can you let us out?"
Fair? Let's try it.
All right, so I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on the chimera.
Okay. Go ahead and cast that. How many times can you roll that, by the way? I'm trying to see.
So I have
Does pass without a trace just mean they don't notice it?
So, a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you has a plus 10 bonus to dexterity, stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of this passage. It's a second level spell. I can cast it as long as I have second level spell slots.
Yeah, you should have that. And also, this takes concentration as well. So if you get injured, then you have to roll a Constitution check, and if you fail it, then you lose concentration, and then the spell goes away. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So from what I'm hearing, correct me if I'm wrong, is that you guys are going. Oh, go ahead.
So there's just going to be a chimera-sized shadow, and they're like, "Oh, I wonder what that's." Oh, that's probably nothing.
Not necessarily. It's basically, from what I understand. Yeah, and just as long we're got a big group of us, so it's not like there's gonna be a small shadow behind us. You're bigger than me, aren't you? So you're gonna.
Well, you're Dragonborn, right? I don't know if I'm bigger
They're
than a
both
Dragonborn.
pretty big.
Yeah, between the two of us, I think we got a big enough shadow to kind of like sneak it past, but we'll see. Plus, we're casting it outside of their perception range. That should give it a bonus. Not bonus.
I'm gonna try to.
Well, this is
I'm gonna
30
try to
feet of
make
within you
them-
as well, Mikage. So keep that in mind as well. That the
Yeah, we're gonna try and.
Chimera needs to be following behind you as well. Okay.
So do y'all?
Yes, we're taking her with us.
That way, I can just walk with the chimera. And if they ask, be like, "Man, she's on her way out."
I'm gonna try to keep their attention on me because that guy's still charmed. So hopefully it can distract him enough that there will be no chance.
Okay, so I'll do it on both of us. I'll walk with the chimera and just kind of guide it as I can, since I'm injured anyway. And we'll just go from there. What can we do?
Okay. All right.
Then, yeah.
So here we go. So you go ahead and cast that so that you use up your spell slot, and you're going to cast it only on the Chimera. Is that right? And then Dave and Ori, you are not going to be under the Pass Without a Trace spell. Is that correct? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Mikage, all you have to do is just go ahead and cast that, so this way you use up your spell slot. And
but it's... Why is it being weird?
Not letting you? I will just do that for you if that's the case.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where are you? Cast it. There you go. Consume spell slot. Okay. There you go. So this Chimera is invisible. Okay. Now I'm going to move you guys up now towards the front of the cave again, or rather the guard cage, right? Now at this point, you three are here. You're hidden away. However, you can hear now the voices coming out a bit louder. They don't seem to be paying all that much attention, worrying about you. However, you can overhear some grunts, some cries, or rather you're going to hear some obscenities. You're going to be hearing them, and as well as that, you're going to be hearing some growls and some roars. You see from your viewpoint, Ori, that you can see that some guards are there, and they're leading another Chimera. They seem to have caught another one, an apprehended one, and they're trying to bring it down towards the entrance of the cage. They seem to be putting together what they can. They're trying to wrestle him. He seems as well to be quite injured, but he's very aggressive in terms of he seems to be fighting back a lot, and the guards are having some difficulty maintaining him.
Chains or rope?
it's going to be chains at this point. It's going to be chains holding him down. And I'll say one of them has rope, one of them has chains. It's kind of like all wrestled. They're just trying to hold him down, okay? Mm-hmm. Pan, at this point, you knew that your teammates, your friends were heading towards this direction. You've hightailed it over. You've made it. You're in the distance, though, or rather, you're in the background. You can see them, these guards, trying to escort this chimera into the cage. However, you're not quite sure where your friends are as you've just arrived in, but you just know that they're somewhere around here. Okay?
Okay.
At this point now, I'll let you guys kind of decide what y'all want to do. But the guards seem to be they're preoccupied with trying to escort this chimera down to put him into the cage as well. What would y'all like to do?
I'm gonna wave at him through the bars. Hey guys, those chimeras are dead in there. Want us to help out with this one?
The one you had charmed, the captain kind of looks over. He's like, oh, if you could help, that'd be great. Oh, hold on, you're okay in there?
Yeah, we're great. If you could unlock this, it's all clear.
He starts moving his way slowly towards the cage, and you can see him kind of jostling with the keys a little bit. As he's fumbling with them, he's trying to open, slowly the cage. At the same time, though, the chimera starts swiping and starts roaring even more, and his attention is diverted towards the chimera. It's like, oh, we got our hands full there. Hold on a second.
Well, you can't put him anywhere unless you open the gate.
I'm gonna stick my hand through the bar and say, just give me the key, I can do it. You go over there.
He hands over, he's like, hold on. He's trying to get the keys going, but more guards are now rushing over towards the chimera, which is like fighting even more. Oh my goodness, sorry, I've got a cough. Give me a second, actually. Let me get a cough drop. That'll probably help out just a minute. I'm having a bad cough. Hold on.
Plot, since we have a moment. So, Ori, if you can get it, I'm assuming you're thinking about burning some of those ropes, or you were?
Yeah. And I can use Mage Hand for any of the chains because it does not take a lot of effort. It's a cantrip, and I don't have to literally be holding anything to do it. If it's from afar, they won't know that it's me. I'm relying on that.
Let me see the.
But cast fire or firebolt would definitely be
noticeable.
you, right?
Yeah, that's the last resort. We're hoping that the chains are doing the heavy lifting here.
Fair enough.
Can you let me use after you're done with them?
Say that again?
You're breaking up a little bit.
Let me see the keys if you get a chance.
Okay, so I'm gonna unlock the door and then hand you the keys and push the door open.
Okay, sorry. So he's fumbling with the keys right now. The captain is fumbling with the keys. However, the other guards are rushing to try and assist even more with this rogue chimera that's even more aggressive. He's fumbling with the keys as best he can, and he kind of like holds them there, but then afterwards he kind of like drops them as he rushes on. I'm sorry, I gotta go. And he just rushes over and he starts trying to help out the other guards as they're doing so. So it's now kind of a distance away from you.
Can I use my mage hand to grab them?
Yes, you can do that right now. No.
Cool, mage hand, grab them.
Okay. You now have the keys in your hand. However, all the guards are busy right now trying to tackle and fight with this very aggressive chimera going at it. Real good.
You know, my hands are pretty small. I'm somewhat dexterous. I bet I can look and do it myself through the bars, right? Let's give that a try.
Let's go ahead and do a, what is that?
Sleight of hand or performance or...
Let's just do sleight of hand. That works. Let's just do dexterity. Excuse me, a dexterity roll. So.
Let's hope. Hope and pray.
Okay. You manage to jostle the keys. You're able to swing the door open, and as you do so, as you look out into the yard, you see the guards as they are busy trying to hold down this chimera. The chimera lurches forward and just knocks two of them clear in front of you. So like they fall right in front of you now. So now these two, and they're just falling flat in front. They're not quite blocking the gate, but they are. They've been winded and they're sitting right in front of you now. Whereas the chimera is aggressively attacking the other ones. Pan, what are you doing in this
excuse
meantime?
me, pardon me.
I mean, can I see what they're doing over there, or no? Am I too far?
You can see this chimera being obviously very aggressive and attacking these guards. You know your teammates are somewhere around here, but you don't quite know what's going on yet.
I'm just gonna move up closer, and hide still, or something. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Ori, at this point, you're at the front over here. I guess give me the marching orders. Like, what's the order of you, Pan, Mikage, and the Chimera? Now, keep in mind, the Chimera needs to be within 30 feet of Mikage in order for Pass Without a Trace to work. Okay?
So, okay, it's me and then Dave and Mikage and Chimera.
Okay?
That's what it looks like on the thing. At
It's up to you
least.
guys if you want to do it that way, yeah.
And I trying to a snack to keep it happy.
Lots of nice sausages. I would just love to, excuse me, pardon me, shove at the guards, like, get the hell out of my way.
They stumble out of the way as you kind of push them, but their attention is more so attracted to, obviously, the escalating attacks of this Chimera in front of them. So you manage to push through your head. As you do so, Pan, you see Ori emerge from the gate. At this point, I don't know, Ori, if you can see Pan. Pan, are you hiding right now, or are you trying to get there? What are you doing?
I mean, I can wave at them, but I'm definitely hiding from the guards.
Okay, all right.
Please note that Ori has given me the keys, and I have been looking at them.
She's got the keys.
You have the keys right now. Okay, all right. Dave, what about you? What are you doing right now?
I'm just trying to push past the guards.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna exit enough so that at least Dave can come out.
Okay. Dave, there is space for you to get out if you would like. Okay. At this point, the Chimera lunges upon one of the guards, knocks him aside, rams him into the tree over here. He is now dazed and he's just knocked out. He kind of almost looks at you with glazed eyes, Pan, but as he does so, he just kind of passes out as he hit the tree really hard. Okay.
All right.
I like that one. Let's do dazed. Stunned. There we go. Stunned. Okay. The guards are definitely having a hard time. They're trying to hold this guy down, but he is set on. He's not wanting that.
I'm gonna pretend to help it really just be getting in the way. I'll like go up there and be like, "Oh, what's going on?" and try to distract them from maintaining grips on the Chimera.
On their Chimera?
Oh, like when we were in that stronghold disguised as guards, and I was just being the literal worst guard ever and tripping on everyone. You gonna do that?
Sure. Yeah. I'll start tripping them. I'll be like, "Oh, okay, we need to get it. This Chimera needs to go out, right?"
Oh yeah, sorry guys. Oh, I hit you on the head. Oh, that was my baby.
Yeah. I'll just place my axe on my back and just keep on shoving and like backing up into people.
Oh, whoops! I just knocked down 4 people. Sorry.
Yeah. Bend over and the axe cuts the rope. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me where you want to be then. So you want to be right next to them, is that right?
Yeah, I'll be right over here.
Okay, go ahead. Feel free to move yourself over there. Okay.
Yeah, it's right by the Chimera. Wait, what's my health before I go right by Chimera?
Maybe like take a step back.
Now keep in mind that Chimera is dangerously close to you, so just something to keep in mind.
Okay, I'll just be right behind the guard then.
Okay.
I'm at full health.
Moral support.
What was that, Megan?
Yeah, we're gonna make sure. I'm sorry.
Moral support for the guards.
More support, moral support. Okay.
You're doing a great job, buddy.
Smacked him really hard.
The guards are
Heavy-handed.
trying their darndest at this point. They're trying to hold him down. Some of the ones that got knocked back, they're coming forward now. They're trying to get by you, Dave. But obviously you're a big hulking guy, so they're trying to get around you
Yeah.
as best they can. So you imagine they're over here now. They're trying to push past you to hold them, while the other guards are trying to again just wrangle this chimera as it's still clawing and pawing away at them.
Yeah, I'm clearly getting in their way, but not. I'll be like, oh, your left or my left? Yeah, okay. No, oh, my left. Got it. Yeah.
Mikage, at this point, the chimera on the inside, she's still weakened. You can see the color, as you will, kind of just draining a little bit from her eyes, from her face. She's walking, almost stumbling a little bit more now. She is still hidden, passed without a trace. However, her knees are kind of weak, and kind of bobbing a little bit.
Another cure wound on her.
Yeah. Chimeriana has to live. I'm emotionally attached now.
The moment you give it a name, then that's what happens.
It's dumb. I can't put it in my pocket forever, but we're taking her with us.
Okay.
So
While you're going,
I can't my spells. Can you attempt to do a cure on her?
I can. Where is cure wounds? There is cure. You actually don't have any more cure wound charges. You cannot do that.
Then I want a healing spirit.
Healing spirit. You call forth the nature to soothe the wound intangible. You can do this. You only have one spell slot left, but you can do this though if you like. If that's what you want to do.
Eventually I can cast. I have some spell slots at the 3rd level, but I haven't used it. Let's go ahead and do the healing spirit. Both of us can benefit from it.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
And while, oh, sorry, I was going to say while she's doing that, I'm just going to assist Dave by using my mage hand to try to yank chains out of the guards' hands and make it difficult for them to do anything.
All right. So at this point, okay, I'm gonna do healing. Actually, I'll let Mikage. You can go ahead and click the healing button just to determine how much you want to heal. Okay. For Orion, Dave, I want you guys to go ahead and roll deception at this point, because there's only a certain point where the guard's going to realize that you're fucking with them, So go ahead and roll deception for both of you. And then while they're doing that, Pan, I guess describe for me what you are thinking.
I mean, I'm still holding off a little to see if they're gonna fight them or not. I'm gonna scoot along this way.
Okay, all right.
Oh wait, I wanna see if this guy has any loot as I walk by. So loot this guy.
You find a little bit of red dust on him. There's a little.
I'll take that.
A little parcel of red dust that he has on him. Maybe like a handful of coins or so. You can add like a handful of copper coins to your inventory. Let's say
I don't care about the copper coins. But if I had this red dust that can be used as an item later for funsies, I'll take it.
Okay, good. Okay, you got red dust. Ori, your mage hand is managing like the ropes that they're holding on. They seem to be slipping. They're getting frustrated. You're able to maneuver it in such a way. However, Dave, they're growing increasingly frustrated at you, and at this point, they have drawn their swords. And they're like, you need to move out of the way now, or, you're going down. We have to help. Dave, what are you doing?
Well, I do have a chimera on my side, so that's something. But
you have an injured chimera on your side.
I don't know if I can fight 3 guards, because I guess I would be fighting 3 of them.
Well, I would jump in and help you if you wanted to.
I would help. Mikage's busy. We're letting her do her stuff, but I would help.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's go. Yeah. Do they look big? Are they big people? Or are they small people?
Well, they're not little people. Let me put it that way. But
Okay.
they are on par with a lot of guards that you fought already. Let's say this: the military force of Valtier is much more impressive than the ones that you fought before at in Heasted and Brawlwick and stuff like that. They're kind of more smaller country. These ones are much more trained individuals. You having traveled through these lands, you know that they are a bit more lethal. They're not, they're not going to scare you, but at the same time, they're not your average, farmers with pitchforks type of thing, right?
Wait,
If
I
you-
have an idea. Before we start combat, can I try something?
Well,
I
Mikage is
would
motioning for
like-
to do something. So what are you saying?
Yeah, what is the motion?
Mikage is saying like this.
I would like to levitate the Chimera.
well, why don't you save that so we can get it out of here?
I mean, I have 3 second-level spell slots left.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
have
How much can levitate lift? I feel like we've had this
Yeah.
conversation,
one
right?
creature.
Mine has a limit. Mine's like 500 pounds or something. I think. I
Mine
don't
is
remember.
Right?
one creature.
I feel like a chimera would weigh more than a bear, right? I feel like we've had this conversation before.
I didn't have levitate when Silas was around.
I had
got
it.
him
I
out.
had it. I remember.
But
I
Pan
couldn't
had
use
it. The
Yeah, I
spell can
couldn't
levitate
use
a
it.
target that weighs up to 500 pounds. I
Yeah.
am like 95% certain that a chimera weighs more than
Yeah,
500 pounds.
because we looked up how much a bear weighs and shit. I'm pretty sure afterwards.
Yeah, we did. Like you guys wanted to lift
Yeah.
the bear and like move, I think, Silas away, and you could not do that.
I mean, he was a teenage bear, okay? He wasn't that.
Anyway, but you do have 2 people that levitate at the same time, so that would be 1,000 pounds.
I don't have a charge of levitate. I don't know why I don't, but I must have used it.
I don't think it stacks either. I'm not gonna say it doesn't stack.
Well, one on one end, one on the other. Hey, this is me just trying to.
Yeah, I must have used mine
Okay,
in the
well,
last fight.
I don't need to. I guess I don't need to fight them because, we're gonna free the Chimera otherwise. I'm just gonna use my athletics to, jump over, just
Just
jump
run away.
over here.
Just hop over here. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
You
my
can
athletics run away.
feel free to move yourself over that direction then. Okay. All right. Cool. You move it out.
What's that over there?
You move it out of the way. As you do so, you see the unconscious guard. He's still stunned. However, you look to your side, and then Pan is standing right next to you. Obviously.
Oh, what? Hey, what's up?
So, bro.
The other guards rush up to the side to kind of assist. They start grabbing more of the ropes, more of the chains as they try to pull the Chimera down. The Chimera is, again, growing increasingly aggressive. One of its heads now seems to be breaking out of the chains and is now close to spitting fire just in all directions everywhere.
Who
What are
is
you
the
up to?
guard that is holding it the best or the strongest?
I'm going to say this one right here. This guard.
Okay, so I want to levitate him
Okay.
to
All
right by the Chimera's mouth.
right. Okay. All right. Go ahead, cast that levitate.
How high can you levitate? Does levitate mean he goes up into the atmosphere?
No, it is 60 feet.
It's like up
That's
to
still
60 feet,
a
right?
lot.
Yeah.
Still quite a lot.
Sorry, up to 20 feet.
Yeah, it's 20 feet, and the range is 60 feet.
Okay.
Yes. So, I think you're on mute, Kenneth.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. I was just reading the spell. I said he had to roll a dex like Constitution 16 to avoid it, or is it only halfway? I think to resist it, you can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction as you move. Otherwise, use your target to win the spell. I'm reading this as he has to an unwilling creature that succeeds on the Constitution is unaffected. Okay, so he's unaffected. He seems that at this point right now, so with his Constitution 19, he's holding ground. He's holding on to his Chimera. His focus is on it. even though as you're trying to lift him, he feels his clothing kind of go up, but he's undeterred. He's holding for dear life right now onto this chimera.
Could we like just sneak ours out while they're all
That's what I'm hoping for.
okay? While they're all distracted, we could just sneak ours out and book it in the other direction.
So do they have to like walk up this circular ramp around? Is that what they're doing? Like they have to walk the chimera by these 3 dudes and this chimera?
I mean,
First-
we can, climb out. Its feet are very large.
Remember, I'm trying to get it healed. Kenneth, I clicked healing. It didn't do anything. I don't see anything that happened.
Snap. Let's do that now. Let's do a normal roll. For both of you, you're going to gain 5 hit points each. How about that? As you in this place, okay?
Yay.
You each gain 5 hit points. Plus 5 to you. You can see the wound start to heal up a little bit. However, the creature, she's lost a lot of blood. Chimeriana, she has lost a bit of blood. She's still moving slowly. However, you're starting to see less blood seep out of her wound at this point. Okay? Okay. The guards are holding steady. They seem like they're pulling down the chimera, and they're pulling the chimera closer and closer towards their path as they're going down this way. So now they're successfully moving that chimera forward down this path. All right. What would y'all like to do?
I mean,
I'm going to move the chimera off to this other corner. That way, when they come down, as long as they pass us, we can just hop up and just book it as fast as we can.
is the hallway big enough even if you're passing without a trace?
Well, no, I'm going now before they get down to us.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Go for it.
So you see the campfire? So over behind there in that little nook, and we're just going to like hide there while they're distracted.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's go ahead and I'll move you. I guess I'll let you move your character to where you want to go, and then tell me where you want the chimera to go.
So this is just seeing if it works, because the healing spell you just did was for last turn, and we stayed put. Now it happens again on our turn. So do we get a more heal? Because that's every time my turn comes around, and that's if we're in that spot, it gets healed. So
I'll
I'm just trying
it.
to get.
Yeah, I'll allow it. That's fair, because you did do it a while ago. So I'll do that again one more time for you. And this one you gain 3 hit points. Okay.
Okay. Sweet, and we're moving over now that that's occurred. So,
And I guess at this point the chimera. Okay, so you're planning to move down. Now keep in mind the chimera is still very on edge. She looks at you. She's quite timid and quite scared now, especially as you can see the color. There's still a paleness about her that's difficult for her to kind of trust you.
So I have animal handling, and I'm just gonna coax her in with food and just try and encourage her.
Okay. Roll animal handling. Roll animal handling and see what happens.
See if I can do that one.
Hopefully it does so.
And I can help. I can just attempt to help coax her out as well.
Okay. No, that one worked. But unfortunately, that roll, the chimera, she is still quite scared, quite terrified of all the things going on. Given that she starts receding a little bit back into the cavern. She starts pulling back from you a little bit. Okay.
I want to go try to help. Maybe she'll recognize me.
Yeah, and we're just gonna continue to coax her.
Okay.
Because move without her.
At this point, for Dave and Pan, you're seeing the guards slowly, bit by bit, they're pulling this chimera down the path a little bit more and more. What are you both doing?
I think it's time to start throwing beans.
Bean time.
It's bean time.
Oh my god. Am I gonna roll for animal handling?
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all roll animal handling just as soon as Dave does a bean. Go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw 2 beans. I'll be throwing 2 beans.
2 beans. All right. Tell me.
Wait,
Okay.
to
Tell me
see-
where they're going. Where are these beans being thrown to? How about that?
One will be. One is right in the middle of all the guards. Actually, both are going to be right in front of the Chimera, right over here in the middle of the guards.
Okay. All right.
Oh, something is weird about my inventory. I don't have any beans, nor do I have my wand or the poison dagger.
Oh,
I migrated everything over, so I did not have it. If you wouldn't mind writing that down, and I will add that to you in a bit.
Was it? I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Sorry. I said that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
When I migrated everything over, I probably forgot to. I did forget to add those items back to your list. So let me keep that in mind.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't need those right now, anyways. But I would like to throw a bean too, but I
Okay.
don't know how. So, Dave, you could just roll for me or
So
whatever.
each of you will roll a
Or
bean
just-
then. Is that right? So both of you are throwing one.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I would throw beans.
Well, I threw 2, so.
No, you're just no, you just roll an item though. I can just roll 1d100 since we can see.
Okay. So
what
then
it
there's 3 beans. Is that right? I'm hearing 3 beans then.
is. Yes.
3 beans.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hold
There
on.
we go. 3 beans.
Are they all going right nearby the guards? Is that right?
Yeah, I'll throw mine right near the back of these 3, like right over there.
Okay.
Dear Lord.
All right. So, okay, let's do this one at a time then. All right. So the first one is 32. 32. A campfire with blue fire springs forth and burns for 24 hours or until it's extinguished. All right. That's cool. Do I have fire? I have fire, don't I? Let's see if this works. Oh, I don't have fire there. Okay. All right. Let's do this then. I have fire. I can do this. So a blue fire goes right here. And it is, let's call it torch. And let's make this freaking leaking. Come on now. It's not working the way I want. Okay, I'll do this later.
You get so much utility out of a bag of beans. There's 10 beans per bag, and I've got 6 bags. That's so
Yeah.
much mayhem.
Okay, so there's this blue fire that's right here, right? Let me just do that, okay? This blue fire is burning. The moment they see the flame, it just starts like the guards are distracted by the fact that there's this fire that's lighting up underneath them. It's heating up their feet. They're wobbling. They're almost gonna fall. Okay, so that's one thing, and we'll see what happens next. 69. A hungry bullet burrows up and attacks. Good golly, a bullet. Okay, so now you've got a bullet now. Where the heck are you, bullet? And where the heck did my thing go? Creatures. Oh, sorry.
Oh, bullets look nasty.
not that nasty. It can be kind of cute. I wouldn't mind having one for a pet.
It's
Wow.
like a snapping turtle.
It's a shell.
Whoa, it's 40-12 plus forward piercing damage. That's quite a lot. I'm more scared of the of the bullet than I am of the guards.
All right, let me add this so that we can see the token. Wow. All right, here we go. And let's do that. Let me add
Maybe
it
a
back in.
baby one would be cute. But...
What happened, token? Come on now. Oh, it's just not saving. All right, one more time. Sorry. One thing at a time. There we go. Giant bullet emerges right here as well. Attacks them. Okay, and then number 80, a nest of 1d4 eggs springs up. Any creature that eats an egg must do. Okay, so you've got eggs, you've got fire, you've got a bullet, basically. So these creatures are all happening all at once right now. I guess just you tell me, I guess, how are all these 3 things interacting? I'll let Dave and Pan tell me how these 3 things are interacting with each other. There's the fire, a blue fire, there's these eggs, a nest of eggs, and then there's also a bullet that's attacking.
I think the bullet's doing most of the work
Yeah,
here.
I'm just imagining pandemonium.
Yeah. And that's
Who stole the eggs? Who decided?
yeah. Each creature that eats the eggs must make a Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe the bullet will like eat an egg, but I feel like it says it attacks, so I feel like it's going like it's like a pit bull, just like goes straight for each guard and starts attacking.
Okay.
Yep, and there's just
Um,
fire, and they're freaking out.
and yeah, they have to get around the fire and the bullet.
Okay. At that point, then, so these three guards, as they are pulling
Wait.
the Chimera down, go ahead.
Sorry, isn't 80 a fruit tree?
Yeah, that's what.
Doesn't 81 start the eggs?
Oh, it is 80 the fruit tree. I'm sorry. I went to 81. It is a fruit tree
We
that
just
grows.
love fruit trees here.
You guys keep on getting
Yeah.
fruit trees, I guess. So a fruit tree emerges. Sorry, you got a fruit tree, you've got fire, and then you've got the bullet. Now, I agree. The bullet is probably doing the majority of the work here, right? It's just causing a lot of the chaos. The tree is caught on fire now at this point, right? It's erupted through the erupted through the fire, and it's now caught on flames as well. So now you've got fruit that's on flames falling about, as well as that the path that goes up it now has just been completely upended because a tree has smashed through that. The bullet has emerged and just starts attacking them. The guards now, they completely like decimated is too easy of a word, right? They've just been completely obliterated at this point because like they've been knocked off of the tree, they've been eaten by the bullet. The Chimera now only has one guard really pulling at him, and so it is not a fair fight to put it lightly. Okay, so I'm gonna say that this guy is dead. He's dead. The other guard is dead, and he's dead. However, the bullet is still there, and now the bullet and the Chimera seem to be. They've locked eyes. The Chimera still has only one guard holding him down, but at this point, it's not a fair fight for him. You know, he's not even worried about him. He instead sees this giant bullet and their attentions, and now there's like a clash of titans where they're just like smacking and running into each other. Okay. Mikage and Ori, you've got a timid, terrified Chimera behind you. You've also got these two mid-sized kaijus fighting each other. What are you guys doing?
We're trying to coax the Chimera out. It's our turn again, since I'm still in the healing area. But I'm still just trying to coax the Chimera forward, and Ori's trying to help me, I think, because we need to get them her up and out.
Okay, I'm gonna give you another
Yes.
healing or so. So you get you another one. You can do that. Get another 4 hit points. Okay. So you two, I guess, describe what you're trying to do to get this to coax this Chimera, Chimeriana out.
I want to do like the petting, the soothing. Come on, you got it. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to like pet in one of the heads. I don't know which one I'm closest to compared to Ori.
Dangling sausages.
Cooing at her and trying to just be as reassuring as possible.
Okay, I'm gonna let one of you roll with advantage. Ori, why don't you go ahead and roll with animal handling with advantage? Okay.
You see me?
Yes, Ori, that's for you. Go ahead.
You're with advantage.
With advantage, perfect.
Mhm.
And she knows me. Okay, better than nothing.
Not bad. Okay. The Chimera starts to tread forward a little bit. Again, you still see her very terrified, but at this point, she is moving forward slowly towards you. Okay.
I know what I have to do. I'm going to poke my head out of this little thing and try to get Dave's attention without getting the other creature's attentions, because I need the vibe with monstrosities power to explain to her it's unsafe for you here. We're gonna try to get you to safety. So like, Dave, Dave!
I'm pretty entertained by everything going on, but I see Ori needs my help, so I go over there.
Okay. You can make your way
Dave, I'm gonna need
around.
you to
Pan, at this time right now, you are seeing obviously these two hulking beasts fight one another. However, you see Dave kind of navigating around, getting closer to Ori. What are you doing?
I'm gonna begrudgingly follow. Damn. And just start tricking my way.
Okay, you slowly make your way over there. The two creatures are fighting one another. Blood is being splattered left and right. I'm going to say he's going to get a take -10. Oh, no, that's too many. -10. The Chimera's going to take -11, -10. There we go. They've been fighting each other, so, I mean, at this point, blood is drawn. They're fighting each other. However, they're in this small, imagine like a small crawl space, not crawl space, like a cage match, right? Because that's kind of the way it is. Like, they're just fighting each other. They're hitting each other into the walls. Dirt and rocks are tumbling down at the same time. Ori, Mikage, you guys are right next to the Chimera. She is getting more startled as like rocks and things are coming down in the cage as these two creatures are fighting it out. And Dave, you've just made it up now as well too. What are you all doing?
Dave,
gonna
vibe with monstrosity. Let her, give her the vibe that safety is over here.
I give
You
give
can
that
do it.
vibe with a nod, an understanding nod that everything's gonna be okay.
And that safety is over here. You gotta exit this tunnel in order to be
Yeah,
safe.
Yeah, I'll do the both danger is behind you and safety is in front of you. You know, make it clear.
Okay. Let's do an animal handling, but with actually no, let's do persuasion, but I'll give you advantage. Persuasion, but with advantage. Okay.
Say that again?
What's that?
Persuasion. Roll persuasion, but with advantage.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay. She starts to move forward towards you. You can sense that she has a little bit more pep in her step. She's starting to move a little bit more quickly. Mikage, she's moving, not hurtling towards you, but she's getting closer and closer towards you as well. She's starting. You're drawing her out into the light at this point.
Okay. I'm basically walking next to one of her heads. I'm guessing the dragon one, and just kind of like cooing at it. And
Okay. It's okay if I'm moving you out a little bit. I'm gonna move her over here. At this point, she is now. She's at the entrance of the gate. The light is shining. She can see it now, and she's about to head out. However, she still sees these giant creatures right next to you guys fighting. Okay, they are battling it out with one another. Again, I'm gonna do some more damage. There you go. Each one get -10. Okay. Okay, they are battling it out with one another. The creature, the Chimeriana, she is still hurt, but she is so she's lured towards you. However, at the same time, she is also still very scared that these two creatures are fighting it out. What are all four of you doing? Pan, what are you doing right now? You're kind of having an audience view of what it is. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna run over to where Dave. Wait, he jumped down?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
correct.
I'm down in the pit.
Oh, I was gonna come over here still and just be on, because you guys are trying to climb up here, right? Or are you trying to go around
Yeah.
these people?
Whichever
Yeah, the
way is
Chimera's
fastest.
Yeah, I'm gonna come here and see if I can help get the Chimera. Maybe I can like throw a rope down or something, because we never used rope. I will use some
Hey.
rope.
Can, if you throw a bean kind of over, how do I,
Yeah, we got plenty of beans. I can throw another bean.
like over here to distract them or to,
Oh yeah,
you
make
know,
them
make
run towards it. Yeah, let's
way?
go. I'll throw another bean past behind these two. Maybe it'll distract.
Absolute chaos. Let's go.
Being it up.
I mean, are they doing anything anymore?
What's that? Was that Dave?
Is anybody doing anything, like in terms of the guards? Like, it killed 3 of the guards, right?
3 of the guards are dead. One of them is still behind. It's in behind right here, trying to hold on for dear life. But the Chimera doesn't seem to be very interested in him. And then 17, what was that? 20 to 17. Where is that? 20. A
I
tree
was
and
gonna say,
sprouts.
he needs to just save himself. The
There's-
guard needs to go. He needs to save himself.
Okay, let me
Just
get.
yell at him,
All
run for his life.
All right, let me find a treant. You've got a treant now. Here we go. I'm gonna add you. Here we go, Mr. Treant.
Yeah, so that should get their attention. Over here.
And let's do that. Let's move that.
Regardless of whether it's chaotic evil, it's probably chaotic something just by the nature of its.
Well, it has a
It's going
50%
to be
chance.
distracting.
It has a 50% chance of being chaotic evil and attacks. So we're just gonna
Flip a
do
coin.
1d2. If it's a 1, it's evil. If it's a 2, it's not. 1, it's evil. Oh, funny. Okay, the tree emerges after Pan throws that seed, and as it does so, it sprouts from that seed into a giant tree. Looks down at this poor guard who's stuck basically between a rock and a hard place. Picks him
We
up
told you.
with his giant foot. It just smashes down onto this poor guard, and he's gone. He's dead. So now you've got a treant, and he emerges closer, and then now he is swiping and just like smashing back and forth with his branch arms back and forth. So now the Chimera, in between the treant, in between the bullet, and you've got this other Chimera coming out. Okay, what are you guys doing?
Are
I
the
think we've
monsters
turned
moving
guards into-
closer? I was gonna ask, are the monsters moving closer to the treant so they can all fight?
The Chimera is kind of stuck, right? He is aggressively fighting with the bullet at the same time too. Now there's a treant
And
right
now
on behind him, and so
treant.
his tail is, stabbing, trying to bite this treant, trying to get it away. Versus while his other 3 heads are preoccupied trying to attack this bullet.
Because bullets can burrow, so he could just burrow down, appear behind the treant, and start fighting. So, like, what's he doing, buddy?
He could do that.
Mr. Bullet.
At this point, they are continuing to
like
fight.
What's the alignment of bullet? Like if I tell it to attack a treant, will it attack? Probably not.
Don't get its attention.
I think it's like we should be trying to run.
Yeah. We want to
Yeah.
get them away so that we can run.
This is just some damage that they've taken. -9 and then -8. Okay, so they are still busy fighting each other. They're just all going at it. You guys still have the Chimera. She's still scared. She's come out, and now instead of 2 creatures, now there are 3 monstrosities that they're fighting. What are y'all doing?
We need to run.
More beans.
Just
quick
more
question.
beans.
No more beans!
Killing area.
No more beans! Okay. Here's a question. How big are these things?
Which things?
How many feet long?
Than us.
The bullet, because I'm thinking if I cast darkness over however much of them that the Chimera can see, then she can't see them anymore, and we can pull her out and run, and they'll still be fighting each other because I know I can't cast darkness over all of them. Just enough to get her to like chill a little. Opinions on the plan? This is not to affect the large monstrosities because they're already just really aggressive. This is just for her to have some peace of mind.
I'm not seeing how big it is. It just says large monstrosity. So I'm going to look that up while you guys talk it out. Okay, and I'll tell you the size in a moment.
Kenneth, you're
Damn
cutting
it.
him.
Can you hear me? Okay, I was going to say, I'm looking up the size of a large, it just says large monstrosity. So I'm going to look that up and while you guys plan, and I'll tell you just the size, how big it is. Okay?
Because I think, like, let me see. Let me look at my darkness.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Is the Chimera still in the healing range? In the healing spot?
No, at this point she has moved on. She is kind of coming out and towards the
Okay.
light, but she's still scared.
Okay.
The monstrosity is anywhere about from 8 to 16 feet. I'm going to say it's, let's just say at the larger end, it's 16
Wait,
feet.
say that again. We can't hear it.
It is at 16 feet.
Okay, so my darkness is 15 feet. So if I just cover most of it to make her feel better, I would like to do that.
To make her for the Chimera, is that right? That's what you want to do?
So for Chimeriana, because she is freaked out because she's seeing these three monstrosities right by us. So if I cover the closest one in darkness, then she's gonna think only two of them and they're a little farther away. Maybe she'll feel more comfortable to come out and run away. We need to get out of here. Ori's like this close to freaking out. She's holding it together by this much. Chimeras are fine. She does not like the bullet. The treant is just confusing and she wants out. So, can I cast darkness?
I say if you want to do it, you should do it. It's up to you.
Opinions, friends in the party.
We'll just have to see what happens. The thing is, getting her past the things that are there. That's the only thing I'm worried, because they are on the thing that gets us.
Y'all are still with passing without a trace, so they can't really notice her unless she does something.
I don't know if we'll fit by them. That's the
I mean,
problem.
out of that little. So, if I am seeing this correctly, there is a bit of space where if you come out of this and turn basically towards where my little circle is to get
Mhm.
away, and then we climb up here.
I don't
That's
know.
getting.
I don't want
That,
the Chimera can actually climb it because she's injured. We can try, but the thing is, one, she's injured, and two, I don't know how tall that thing is. I don't think we could have easily jumped down because we were thinking about that for sneaking in.
Oh, I thought Dave like jumped down when he came in, so it wasn't like super high.
DM, we need your.
I was gonna say.
I would consider it about 10 feet or so, each of those little ramps, so 10 feet. So it's not high, it's not a tremendous fall, but it's also not a deep pit either. Did I say it right? It's not a deep pit, it's not a tremendous fall. So the Chimera by size could potentially climb up, but she'll have some difficulty. For Dave, for Pan, you guys could all easily, with agility, jump back and forth. It's not a big deal. Ori, Mikage, might be a little bit harder for you, but it's still very doable. The Chimera, she can try to climb, but keep in mind that she is injured. So that's the factors to consider. Okay.
Question. Even though levitate would not technically work on her, if they cast levitate, would that at least assist her or keep her from having a disadvantage in jumping?
I would allow that. Yes, I agree with that.
Okay. Then Ori, we have a plan, and so she and Ori and I are infernal, and I just kind of play what I think we should do. And Ori, take charge.
Hey, okay, so we're gonna cast darkness. Dave, tell her that vibe. We doing good. If she look, the thing is gone. So come on over with us.
Follow the
I
path.
was gonna ask whether red dust had an anti-anxiety effect, and if we had any left. I don't think we have any left though. So.
What?
No,
I
no.
just got some.
Pan just got a little parcel of a little pouch
I got a little
Just a
bag
little.
bag.
or a satchel, a little
Not
satchel
much.
of red dust.
I have a herb.
Okay. Well, we can give it to the Chimera and see what happens. If it's either gonna bring her to a better place or a way, way worse place.
My understanding
Please
was
don't
it was
roll
like a
Chimeriana.
not like.
Wait. Oh, hold on. Mikage has
a thing.
something. Go ahead.
I have a herbalism kit. Can I use like
Yeah.
goat nip to like give her a sec?
I was gonna say first, let's just see, did the darkness help?
The darkness did help. So at this point, the creatures are clashing with one another. You can hear bellows. You can hear cries. You can hear, things thrashing about in the
You're
chaos.
cutting in and out.
Damn it. Something must be up on my mic. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. Maybe something with my mic. Maybe it wasn't the audio. Something with my mic. You can hear the darkness arises from the ground. It covers the space. The bullet, the chimera, the treant, they're all confused in the darkness. You can hear roars and bellows and cries as they clash with one another, as they're fighting back and forth. But they don't seem to be moving. I mean, aside from seeing branches fly out, fire shoot from here, things go. You can't see in, they can't see out. Okay? So they seem to be busy, engaged with one another, fighting it out. That's what's going on.
Bring her out.
The chimera starts
Let's
to
go,
slowly, ambling out. Still a little weak, but a little bit better than before. She makes her way out towards you, Ori and Mikage, as you're moving closer over there. Yes, tell me what else you're trying to do.
So we're getting her up. Let's get her up.
I'm going to have her make a dexterity. So are you going to cast Levitate on her too to help her out?
Let's cast Levitate.
Okay, go ahead. Use your spell slot for that. I'm going to have her cast Dexterity, and this time it'll just be an ability check.
I'm using everything I got for you, baby.
Okay, we'll do it normal. Here we go. Now, in this case, it is not... I'm trying to think if we would do a saving throw of 16. Yeah, let's have her do a 16. Let's just see if she actually is impacted by it at all. Let's see. Let's do that first to see if she gets the advantage. So... she's assisted. So she is assisted. So she's affected by the levitate. And then afterwards, I'm going to have her do a dexterity to see if she can get out. So that's going to be normal, because normally she would be at disadvantage. She got a 14. All right, awesome. She makes her way. She starts clawing at the dirt, at the clods of rubble, as she's like trying to pull away. She pulls her way up, and she starts making it over. You can see her claws pushing this way through, right? All right, what is that one for? Mikage?
That's for me to.
Oh, that's for you to get up there too. Thank you. All right, perfect, great. Thank you for thinking about that. Okay, you're also with ease. You're able to make it up there as well. It seems good. However, just as you guys are making it over the crest of the ridge on top, all right, you've made it. However, you hear a burrowing sound from the darkness. It seems like within the darkness, you can still hear the treant and the chimera fighting, but you hear a burrowing sound. And also, just as you think you've made it clear, you see the bullet just like emerge right there, right in front of you guys. Now, he doesn't see the chimera.
I know what we need to do.
However, the bullet now sees the darkness, but now he sees you, Mikage. He sees you, Ori. Pan, you're kind of in the distance a bit. Dave, what are you doing right now?
I'll go fight it. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I mean, no question about that. Unless I lasso it,
Which you can do.
I can. I'll try lasso. What's the worst? Well, what's the worst? I guess the worst that could happen is it's pretty slippery. The majority of it doesn't have much of a neck. Let me just fight it.
Okay, Dave, try that, and then I have a backup plan if you go flying.
I shriek at Ori to.
I should try fighting, or I should try lasso it.
If you want to lasso it, feel free to try. Ori has Storm Sphere left. Really, that's like all I got. And it would absolutely slow it down enough for us to flee. But I mean, if you'd like to lasso it.
I'll lasso it. What should I do for that?
Lasso, let's do a sleight of hand for that one. And then you're
It
going to
has-
need...
It kind of has a neck.
You're going to need, because it's a pretty large creature, obviously, is coming out. So you would be able to catch it, but it's kind of how you're able to hold on. So you're going to need at least a 14 in order to successfully lasso it and hold it down. Okay.
Okay. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah.
You are not able to. You toss it around the neck. However, you're able to get it to the rope to kind of snatch on, but it like just pulls you over. You aren't able to hold on, and the rope just kind of like slips out of your hand as you do so. Still need to do a little bit more lasso training.
Fair enough.
We'll do drills later.
Is this a combat, or can I do other things?
No, we're just kind of moving through it, kind of very free form, so it's not really combat per se.
Okay, I'm taking up my axe and fighting it.
While they're distracted, I think we should still try to push Chimeriana like this way or this way away from the bullet so
Hey,
that
can I
they
like
can fight.
pull him up? Can I help pull him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ori, we're
Okay.
gonna do something. The storm.
I can also do Storm Sphere because that will encompass this bitch and he will be
Okay.
in rough shape.
I'll step out and let you do that.
All right. At this point, then I guess since you are you attacking Dave or no? You planning to attack or
No,
no? Okay. All right. Let me cancel
wait,
this. Let me cancel this comment then. I'm not going to do that. I thought you were going to start a comment. If so, then we can take kind of turns. We've been kind of going free form through this whole entire thing, so that's fine. So go ahead, Ori. You do your storm sphere. Here we go.
So I guess to prevent it from hurting our Chimera, I'm gonna put it over there so that he is swept up in it.
Okay. All right. So he needs to do a 20-foot radius. Choose within the sphere mates. Don't spend any bonus action. Your turn is called the bolt of lightning. I remember this. Creatures within 30 feet sphere have disadvantage for wisdom checks. Okay. All right. So he's being struck by the lightning right now. So we're gonna roll attack on this guy. Right. Let's just do that real fast. Let's do normal. Oh, perfect. You did it already. I'll erase mine since you already did it. Okay. 25. Solid. That one attacks. Go ahead. Strike for damage.
Get it, bitch.
Oh,
I
Holy
love
moly,
these guys.
21. Wow, okay. 21 damage. As it takes 21 hits of damage from the lightning storm, you see the bullet shriek in pain. It burrows back down into ground again. Okay? It's trying to escape from all this craziness or so. It starts moving out of the way. All right.
Perfect.
At this point,
And then I dismiss it.
this point you dismiss it. Okay. It is now gone. The bullet, you can hear it rumbling. There's grumbling underneath the ground. Rocks are shifting. Trees are kind of being pushed aside as you can kind of sort of see the path of the bullet kind of move around. But at a certain point, then you kind of lose track of it. You still got the tree and the Chimera. They're still fighting in the darkness right now. However, you've passed the top.
That.
Yeah, you've passed the top of the cage, and the Chimera seems to be following you eagerly. What are y'all doing?
Run. We are running. We are getting the fuck out of here.
Okay.
now we just gotta find a place to put the giant Chimera.
Ori does have a mansion. So if we can get the Chimera there, we know that my father is not there. And honestly, at this point, my mother and sister, the only ones left in the city of my family, are either not there or are really not going to, not really going to fight me on putting a Chimera in the house when they're probably getting ready to flee anyway.
Now keep in mind you are in the city though, so how do you plan to walk the Chimera through the city back to your mansion?
I think we need to keep it in the forest and just check on.
Currently they're passing without a trace. How long does this last?
But here, like, we had the distractions, we had a bunch of things going on, like, we
That's true.
to like sneak.
That's fair.
Isn't
Should we then
Sorry, is there anything special about this Chimera in particular?
It's friendly.
I love her. That's what's special.
Because we kind of said fuck it to the other Chimera, and
Yeah,
but,
he was mean.
no,
he
but the
was
one that
mean.
was that was outside. Okay, because
So
I don't think a Chimera is very well adapted to indoor living because they need to. They're
Well, it's
very
not
big
that.
to begin with, and And
It's not
okay.
forever. It's until she heals up, rehab,
All right.
if you will.
This particular chimera was not interested in attacking people. It was only interested in eating the charred remains of the shadow creatures. So,
Which I gave to her.
so in case we fight shadow creatures later. Anyway.
Okay.
But
All right.
I'm still kind of hesitant about bringing it into the city. I say.
Well, what we could do is like spend some time and energy. It would take some time and energy to like either build her a little like cave thing in the forest, wind some trees together, and then go check on my family, sleep in our beds, get our health and spells back.
Because we also need to stop by the Bureau of Information, get the little guy there, and then head over to my village because there's something going on, and I think my village has a connection to it.
Yeah, we should sleep, and I would like to see if my family is there or if they're okay while we're here.
So I don't quite know what you're going to do with the Chimera. Do you still plan to take the Chimera with you, or do you plan to leave it out in the woods?
Okay, so wait, Kenneth, we can't hear you.
Damn it. Can you hear me any better? Oh, I'm going to unplug. Hold on a second.
I think you just have to. Build Chimeriana a little like hut.
Wait.
Sorry.
Before she can do that.
Okay. Well, why don't we all just lay our heads on the Chimera and sleep for a little bit, and then.
So we're gonna rest in the woods a little bit with the Chimera, kind of check on it, try to patch it up a little bit more. We'll head over once we do that. We're gonna head over to Ori's house with or without the Chimera. Go from there. How's that?
If we can convey to her to like stay here, stay low, please do not get attacked. We will be back in a bit.
Oh. Eventually take her to the forest over by my hometown and just let her roam the area there. There's only a road that passes through, but if we bring her far enough into the area and I let my my village know the situation, they'll be aware of the Chimera and be able to go around it, hopefully.
Wonderful. But for now, I want her to not fly away. She is safe if she just doesn't go anywhere. Because if we go into the city without her, I don't want to come back and have her gone.
Okay. So, sorry, I tried to unplug my mic and had little issues there. So tell me again, so I guess summarize, if you could, what you guys are thinking, very high level.
I think, if I'm correct, finding her a safe place and resting with her a little bit. Then we're going to cure some stuff and go into Cyan to my house to see what's up. And then the plan for after that is to take Chimeriana and head to Mikage's village, because that's where both information and a safe space for Chimeriana is.
I'm thinking of leaving Chimeriana in the forest around my village, because the people in my village are mostly rangers. There are other skill sets there, but because they're used to living on the mountain, kind of remote and things like that, we'll just tell them to say, hey, if you see this Chimera, just avoid it, because
he's friendly.
Yeah, and so
he's not dangerous.
Chimera will be safe. We don't have to worry about it too much, or we can maybe one of the villagers in the could eventually come down and check on her and become friends with her. So, I mean,
Yeah.
in the meantime, we have rope to tie her up and say, I am friendly. Please do not disturb.
Dave can vibe with her some more, tell her all of these things conveyed through vibe.
A lot of vibe. All right.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Okay, so it sounds like you guys are going to stay with her for a bit, heal up for a moment, put up some type of signage that will let people know not to mess with her. You're going to go into town, you're going to reconnect with your family and find out what's going on. And then when you go to Mikage's village, you're going to come back and get her and then bring her to the village. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to think how long that would take. So I guess how long would you want to spend time? Do I guess you want to take a short rest and kind of build up a small little safe cave, harbor,
Yeah. Like a
structure
little
for
cave.
her or something for her?
Yeah, structure for her. Maybe take a short rest there. And if we need it, we could take a long rest at my house.
Okay, all right. Okay, so consider all that gets done. The Chimera follows you closely, and you're able to build. Everybody, go ahead and take a short rest. You're able to set up a small structure for her. She seems to be fairly content. Do you want to chain her to that place? Do you want to just build it for her and let her stay there? What are you thinking?
Dave, give us a vibe check. Does she seem like she's chill to just stay?
What do I vibe with her?
Keep in mind, chimeras are chaotic evil. So this one seems a little friendlier to you, but at the same time too,
She's neutral.
they are not the type to, let's say, stay put. Put it that way. You cannot expect, you cannot expect what they're going to do. It's going to be hard to predict, given that they are very chaotic in nature.
I say
Okay.
we get her relaxed, tie her up, like give her a little collar-ish thing. Leave a little sign saying, please do not disturb. I like eating shadow creatures. And I mean, otherwise we just come back and she's not there. I mean, we don't really have much of a choice on this one. We don't have anyone that we can call to come here now.
Yeah. We'll leave her lots of sausages. Dave can give her the vibe that more sausages await her upon our return.
Yeah, I'll tell her all that.
All that.
Okay.
As best.
All right. Okay. Let's see what happens from there. Cannot promise anything. We'll see what goes from there. Okay. At this point, the small enclosure that you've made for her is set up. You all have had taken a short rest, and you make your way back into the city of Cyan. And you're now, as I recall, you're heading over to Ori's house in order to go from there. And I think this is a good place to stop. How does that feel, guys? Right? Stop right here. All right. I think I had a little bit of technical difficulty. I wasn't recording for about like a couple minutes, but hopefully I had the rest of it. But anyways, let's go ahead and do a quick retro and just talk about what you guys think and I guess what you guys can plan out for next time. So we will start with, let's go with Samad, since you haven't been in a while. Samad, like, love, learn, lack.
I mean, I thought it was pretty fun. I just kind of was lost a little bit. Like, the explanation at the beginning was amazing, but like I missed a week. So, but I mean, I thought it was cool. I still don't have a feel for this Chimera yet. Like you were saying, like we were trying real hard to keep it safe, but like I was still like, but it's still a Chimera, right? Like, why are we're, I don't know, like why the Chimera?
The Chimera and Ori had a moment and formed that bond. So it's mostly Ori being very stubborn.
So, because we could have just easily climbed out and ran away without the Chimera.
Well, the whole reason we were in was to save that one Chimera. The only reason we were in that situation. But the thing is, Mikage is a ranger, and because she has her dragon mount, she understands, bonding with an animal and whatnot. So she's like totally down for saving a creature born out of circumstances that is inherent.
Isn't aggressive.
It's a whole thing with. So Mikage's just totally down with it. So
Yep, but I'm all for fun side adventure type things, so cool with it. I just didn't know what the deal with the Chimera was, I guess.
yeah.
Ori likes animals more than people.
And the thing is, so during the battle, not only did they have a moment, but we also noticed that it had no aggression towards actual people. It was just more interested in like scavenging the shadow creatures, like burnt corpses and things like that, and really didn't attack like the little kids and things like that. So we were going to actually try to use the Chimera as maybe a protection for small children, I think, at some point.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah,
And it's
I mean,
nice
that
to
was
have
it.
one on our side, you know?
Anything lacking for you, Saman? You want more of or less
No,
of?
I mean, I kind of wish I hadn't had to start late because that, like, ruins the plan. Because
It's
I know
all
you
good.
said you wanted us to all be here because you had something planned, but then
No,
I had to
actually,
start it
this is
late,
actually
so-
really good timing. I'm glad we had this
Okay.
reconciliation of this. So actually, I think this was good. It's no worries. It's all good. As things happen. So we'll have something next time for sure. That I did have.
Also, yeah, I will be out July 4th weekend. I'll be in Boston.
Okay, good to know. I'm gonna write that down. Okay.
So it's not this coming weekend, but the one after.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Next. Megan, if you could like, love, learn, lack, please.
Oh, I really enjoyed the session. I liked how it was more freeform. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the different, like, using the battle carousel and things like that. The only thing was, of course, we were having a little bit of trouble, or I was having trouble initially with getting using the carousel and just attacking in general. And I'll have to show you later because my spells and things, I just can't cast anything. So normally it has the, spare the dying, something I haven't used. It gives you the description. It tells you what it is. And then underneath that, it's like attack, use or something like that. It doesn't have that feature there. So I don't know why that is. And this is just, we switched over to a new platform, if I understand right.
We moved things over a bit. I will try to work with you on that. Maybe we'll find some time during the week to see if we can.
You stopped.
Damn it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. We moved over to switch. I moved it over from self-hosting it on my machine to hosting it on Amazon, actually. So it's kind of moved over. But I don't know why you're having all these issues. So we'll try and figure out something to resolve that. But I hear you. Technical issues still ongoing. We'll try and figure out something for that. Go ahead.
Didn't have all the issues last time because last time I was able to use the carousel. And I think we had already moved over at that point. So I don't know if there's something that switched between or did something new between last and this.
There shouldn't have been, but we'll figure it out. There's always kind of something weird, but we'll figure it out from there. But I appreciate the feedback. We'll try and figure out what's going on your side.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise, story-wise, everything was good. Like I said, I liked a little bit more of the free form. But I do enjoy when we have to do the roles and like figure out which one comes first and second and third. But I think for this particular instance, it worked really well.
Cool. Thank you very much. Okay, Rachel, if you could like, love, learn, lack.
I did like the free form in this particular situation. I think because we were not the like primary people fighting, it worked really well because we could kind of skirt the edges and weren't necessarily in formal combat, which reflected well in a little freeform. I love how chaotic it was today. That was just anytime multiple beans are used, it becomes just absolutely insane. Love that. Can never get enough of that. We didn't really lack anything. We just, of course, you know us, we take a lot of time doing our stuff. And I learned what a bullet is.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
I don't
Awesome.
like it. I don't like it at all. Or it's not.
Yeah, well, that was interesting. I did not expect that to happen. Okay, perfect. And Sean, if you could please, like, love, learn, lack.
I loved just the chaotic nature of throwing a bunch of beans. I think that's going to be my go-to. Anytime there is a bean shop, I'm buying more. Um, it doesn't necessarily have to be, it could be a spur of the moment bean throw too. It doesn't have to be a rhyme or reason for it.
Just
Uh,
walking down the street, bean throw.
yeah, I'm bored on,
Here's his
I don't
friend.
have. This is before the age of cell phones. If I was on a train and I wanted something entertaining to happen, bean throw. Um, so, um,
A
or
tree
maybe
grows
I
in the
mean,
train.
yeah. Although I guess we have never actually said that cell phones don't exist, but I'm just assuming um, that they're not there. Um, but yeah, that was fun. I learned the chaotic nature of the bean, and like lot love. And there was nothing much lacking in it. I'll say my like and my love are the beans. And I learned to. Yeah. Yeah. This was great.
Awesome. Thank you very much. This session was a lot of fun. I will say it was. I knew we had to get through this, and I knew it would be kind of crazy, but I didn't know how crazy it was. So it was. I love all the beans. I love trying to coax the creature out. I loved that you guys were trying to figure out, like, you had all these multiple things happening and trying to shift and move around them as well too. So it kind of went nothing like I thought and exactly like I thought at the same time. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh my goodness, it's crazy. Uh, and as I said before, this is a good precursor for the next one, because the next session hopefully will start early and have a good amount of time, because I did have a lot of things planned for that one. But this was I know we had to transition from this place to your house, Ori, and so once we get there, then we'll see what happens from there. So looking forward to next session as well. So there we go. And I'm just annoyed at some of the technical issues. I just haven't had time to resolve them, but we will do my best to get to them as I can. So, but that's it for me. So I'm going to stop recording now, but thanks everybody for listening, and whoever listens to this in the future.